Hey, hoping everyone's having a great day. Today I'm going to be taking you around the truck and showing you all the performance upgrades that I've done. It's not going to be too long of a video. I haven't done too much to the truck itself. It's just pretty much standard stuff you start out with, cold air intake, exhaust, the usual, a tuner. I'm going to show you each part that I've done and I'll let you hear it for yourself in the end. And everything I've put on the truck, I'll put a link in the description to each item I describe. That way, if you're interested yourself, you know where to find it. But let's get started. Alright, first we're going to start out with the cold air intake. This is a K&N performance intake system. It's really nice. It's the Black Hawk edition, I believe. The only thing special about it is that it's all black, as you can see. Extremely thick. It's not plastic. I think it's just some kind of metal. Really nice. They got the K&N logo welded around the side very nicely. I also give you an air filter that's actually blacked out. That's part of the Black Hawk edition. The filter that comes with this kit is different than what you'd usually get. Besides it being red like it usually comes, it comes black, because since it's called the Black Hawk edition, they made it black to match it all, as you can see. And the only difference is that this one is not oil based like the K&N usually is. It's dry. But yeah, I really enjoy it. Before I got the exhaust, this was actually the first thing I did. And when you rev it up to probably 3 grand, you can hear it inside the engine bay. And when it was stock, you couldn't hear the intake at all. And it did make a decent amount of difference throttle response wise. And another quick thing that you can't really see, it's I put a throttle body spacer. It wasn't too hard to put in. Kind of the cold air intake, it wasn't too hard itself. It's all bolt on and everything. Throttle body spacer, you just undo the 4 bolts, take off the throttle body, and it's pretty much a spacer. And they give you new hardware so that you can reach through it. Almost forgot to show you guys actually, but I just remembered. I also did put new headers on by Flowmaster. They're just a bolt-on kit. They bolt right on, and I gotta say they're very nice. I don't know if you can see them that well, but on there it says Flowmaster, and it goes right into your catalytic converter, and I'm really happy with them. They look nicer, and it makes the exhaust just a bit louder. But yeah, to install those headers, I didn't realize how much work it actually took to put them in, and how much work I was getting myself into. So I took it to a nearby shop and they put them in for me. Now, one of the favorite things I've done to this truck performance wise was actually this aftermarket hood. It's by ATI. It is completely made out of fiberglass. It came raw and I had it painted to match the truck, and it turned out very nice. And it's a functional ram air hood. All the air comes right into here and it forces it right where the cold air intake is. And up top, as you can see, it's got the heat extractors. It lets out the engine heat off these exhaust vents. It's got one on each side. And yeah, it keeps your engine a little cooler for you. On this hood, it will stick up more than your original hood. Your original hood comes out to here, up to here. And this aftermarket hood will come up to here. It's about probably 2.5 inches taller. So you will lose a little bit of overview, but it's not a big deal. It looks great. I've had absolutely no problems with it, and I just love the way it looks. Good. It's actually functional. Just to show you guys what I'm talking about, this is under the hood right now, and the air comes through and it forces it through this opening right here, which lines up perfectly with my cold air intake, and I love it. It actually works because I have a air temperature gauge inside that shows me my intake temperature, and it matches perfectly with the outside temperature. So whatever it is outside is what I'm getting straight to the air intake. And it's actually helped my performance quite a bit because it just forces the air right through, right into your intake. Then the extractors are cut out right here and right here. And it just lets out the engine heat. Actually do work. You could see the heat fumes kind of coming up from the vents. Next thing I did after the cold air intake was I put a edge tuner and it's not bad. It's a little expensive, but I gotta say it's worth it. It's got economy mode, street mode, then the race mode and tow mode. It also has built-in gauges in it, and you can change the setup and everything on what it shows. Edge also offers this mount type of thing, so you could put your tuner, because I didn't like how it looked on the windshield. It kind of looked tacky, and I wanted a more clean look, and luckily they had this, and it looks pretty great. It looks factory to me. The only thing was, when you get this one, it comes in tan, which obviously doesn't match the truck. So I had to go through with plastic dip and paint it black, and that's just a warning to you all. They don't have this in black. You're just gonna have to paint it yourself to make it match. No complaints about it whatsoever. Just plug in and play and you're ready to go. Now it's time to move on to my exhaust, which is my absolute favorite part of the truck. This exhaust in particular is Flowmaster. It's their 10 series catback dual out exhaust with the black tips, and it sounds amazing. To me, it's the loudest one they got, I believe, is the 10 series, and it goes all in your factory hangers and everything. And there's the Flowmaster 10 series exhaust. The exhaust comes in and it splits out on both sides. But overall, I'm very happy with the exhaust system. The installation took me probably 3 hours, and it wasn't bad. I was able to get my stock exhaust out all in one piece. I do recommend getting power tools, because I had hand tools, which was just awful. If I had power tools, I probably could have got it done in half the time. But it's all easily put together, and it goes on to your factory location and everything. There's no modifications that need to be done to make this exhaust fit. And by the way, the tips that it comes with are 4-inch exhaust tips in a matte black. Now that I've shown you everything on the truck, I'll do a startup for you and I'll let you hear it yourself. That's going to wrap it up for today's video, you guys. Thank you so much for stopping in and watching. I really appreciate it. Guys, I'll see you again in 1 to 2 weeks. God bless you and have a good day. And this part of the video is for the viewer that had question in my last video in regards to my hood lights and also my 50-inch light bar. So I'll give you a good light up, bud. I found an open field here for you and I'll shine both of them. Hope you enjoy. Good enough. I hope I answered the question that you were asking. The camera honestly doesn't do it justice for the hyper spots on the hood. You couldn't really see, but there's a house down that little road, and it was shining right at it, and it lit up the whole ground and all the way there. And as for the 50-inch curved light bar, it's more of like a peripheral flood in a way, and it gets probably medium distance, halfway to where the hyper spots get. I hope that was a good light up for you. Sorry the camera couldn't pick up exactly what I was talking about, but just take my word for it, and I'm sure there's better videos and pictures out there that capture it better than what mine did about these hyper spots. God bless you, bud. Have a good day.